Again, we are continuing Skype programs. I was with Shri Raman Maharaj for this week. Yesterday I came back, so today we are continuing. According to our maths calculation for Slovenia, Mahadvadashi will come tomorrow for us fasting, so we'll observe tomorrow. And today we'll continue listening Bhaktyaloka, 12 essays based on second and third verse of Padashamrita by Rupa Goswami. We are hearing about Dhorja. It can mean perseverance, fortitude, or patience. Yes, so we heard last time that Narottam Thakur wrote that how Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarja, except Matsarja, these six, lust, anger, greed, can be used for the service of Krishna. I will again read. I will offer activities of lust in service of Krishna. Here lust or kama means passion, so that energy. So that I will use for Krishna karma arpan. I will offer for Krishna service, or another one meaning, one Vaishnav gave, that lust I will utilize in this way, that my child, I will raise him in Krishna consciousness. Then show anger against the haters of devotees and exhibit greed for hearing about the Lord in devotees association. We should be very greedy where some pure Harikatha is going on. We should be greedy to hear that. Without attaining Krishna, I will feel bewildered. Means in this world, we are lamenting, we lose something, we're not getting, but this bewilderment I will use. Till now I did not yet achieve the eternal service of Krishna. In that way can be used. And will become intoxicated, that is Madan, with singing Krishna's qualities. In this way I will engage in this. The deep meaning of the verses is that the intelligent person, withdrawing all the urges from their objects, will make them favorable to bhakti. That can happen only by dhorja. There is another use of the word dhorja. Those who are engaged in sadhana desire to obtain a result. Karmis desire results of happiness in Svarga through karma kanda. Jnanis desire to attain liberation through jnana kanda. The devotees desire to please Krishna in performing sadhana bhakti. Because of the time delay experienced during sadhana, some become impatient and fall from the spiritual goal. Thus, the person who attempting bhajan, though desiring results, takes support of dhorja, in this case here it means patience, attains the result. What is the result of sadhana is sadhya, that is bhava bhakti. That verse is there, kriti sadhya bhavet sadhya bhava sasadhana vida. By engaging all the senses in the service of Krishna under the guidance of bona fide Guru, one will attain bhava bhakti. That is one stage before prema. So that will be first result, that bhava bhakti will manifest, and then further prema. But it will take some time to reach that. So therefore one should not lose patience, but with patience he must go on doing. That is also called dharja, because there are many steps to reach that and practices on those steps. Krishna will give me mercy today or after 100 years or in some birth. I will take shelter of his lotus feet firmly and will never give them up. This type of dharja is most desirable for the sadhakas of bhakti. Whenever Krishna will want, that is up to him. My point is I have to serve him. The next one is Tat Karma Pravartana. Rupa Goswami has established Tat Karma Pravartana, that is performing devotional actions for persons attempting bhajan. All the actions in cultivating pure bhakti are called Tat Karma in Upadeshamrita. Krishna says to Uddhava in Bhagavatam, Shraddhamrita Katayam me Shashvan Mat Anukirtanam Parinishta Cha Pujayam Stutibhik Stavanam Mama Adarah Paricharjayam Sarvangir Abhivandanam Mad Bhakta Puja Vyadika Sarvabhuteshu Manmati Mat Arteshwanga Cheshta Cha Vachasamat Guneranam Mayarpanam Cha Manasah Sarva Kama Vivarjanam Mat Artertha Parityago Bhogasya Cha Sukasya Cha Ishtam Datam Hutan Japtam Mat Artam Yadvratam Tapa Evam Dharmair Manushyanam Udavatma Nivedinam Mai Sanjayate Bhakti Konyo Arto Sya Vashishyate. O Uddhava, hear the supreme cause of Prema Bhakti. First, hear about Sadhana Bhakti. From its performance, Prema Bhakti arises. Firm faith in the narration of my sweet pastimes. Constant chanting of my glories. That is Anukirtanam, constantly. Or another is Anugatya, what you heard from bona fide Guru, that you have to repeat. That is Anukirtana, following Kirtan. Unwavering attachment to my worship, praising me through verses. And here we should use verses of pure devotees. Then Krishna will be satisfied. When we will become pure devotees, then also we can compose verses that they will satisfy Krishna. But if we are not pure devotee, then we should not make some our own compositions, because apasiddhanta may be there, or some rasa, basa, emotions like this. So for sadhakas, we have to use those, like we are using the pranam mantras written by Rupa Goswami, Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe, that is by Rupa Goswami pranam mantra and songs, Radhe Jai Jai Madhava Daite, and by Bhaktivinoda Thakur, this way, and Damodarashtaka, this we have to use. Praising me through verses. Great respect for serving the deity, offering obeisances with the entire body, performing extensive worship of my devotees. Or here our Gurudev also explained that Krishna is saying that worship of my devotees is even superior to worship of me. Mat Puja, Mad Bhakta Puja Vyadika. It is the worship of devotees is superior to the worship of Krishna. Consciousness of me in all living entities, offering of ordinary bodily activities in my service, use of words to describe my qualities, offering the mind to me, rejection of all material desires, giving up wealth for my sake, means offering wealth for the service of Krishna, renouncing material sense gratification and happiness, performing acts of charity, offering homa. Charity is of many types, like to give to others material necessities, food, clothing, medicine, like this. And another charity is to give gyan, that is most superior. Not only this worldly education, but means spiritual gyan. Jnana dan, that is supreme transcendental knowledge. If we give, that is best charity. Our Gurudev used to say when he was in Russia, Ukraine, like this. He told, you all are, after that festival and speaking Harikatha, then Gurudev would say, I am a conditioned soul. My Guru ordered me that I have to speak whatever I heard from his lotus lips and Vaishnavas and Shastra. That is my practice, so that I can attain Krishna Prem. So you are inviting me here and you are encouraging me and telling me you speak Harikatha, so you are acting like my Guru. So I am indebted to you. I should give you honorarium. Gurudev, honorarium means donation. The Guru Dakshina. I should give, but Gurudev says, I have nothing. I am sannyasi. I am beggar. I have no property. Everything is given by others. So what I can give you? So only I can give you this Jnana Dan. What I heard from my Gurudev, that transcendental knowledge, that will be the best. I think he said that Gurudev told him that that will be the best charity, best donation, best honorarium, best gift to give transcendental knowledge. So here, performing acts of charity, offering homa. Homa means yagya. Real Brahmins, they have to do yagya every day. Homa, fire sacrifice. But now in Kali Yuga it is rare. But Brahmins should worship Shalagram and do yagya daily. That is homa. That is not prominent practice in Kali Yuga. And chanting japa. Japa does not mean only this Mahamantra. There are many mantras you have to repeat, Diksha mantras, other mantras, and japa means you have to do silently, by counting. That is the meaning of word japa, is to repeat mantra with counting and mentally. Like Brahma Gayatri, Brahmins, they will do like this. But Kirtan means when you pronounce, when you say. So if we loudly chant Maha Mantra when chanting with beats, with counting, that is also one kind of kirtan. Japa means silently. Kirtan means loudly. For other mantras, if you do mentally, certain mantras only mentally you can do. You cannot do otherwise. And for some mantras, there are 3 levels. If you do mentally, it is best. If you whisper, it is second best. If you do with pronouncing, that is lowest of those. But for Maha Mantra, it is opposite. More loudly you do, better it is. Kirtan. Performing vows like Ekadashi as austerity with the purpose of achieving me, different vows, but with this purpose. One is Ekadashi, Mahadvadashi, then fasting on appearance days of Bhagavan, and also Kartik Brata, Chaturmasya Brata, these vows of austerity with the purpose of achieving me. By this, those human beings who have surrendered themselves to me develop bhakti for me. What other result could remain for my devotees? No other result. They will attain pure devotion to him. This is from Srimad Bhagavatam 11th Canto. Taking support of Krishna's teachings, Rupa Goswami has divided the actions into 64 in Bhaktarasamrita Sindhu. Kaviraj Goswami has written about these actions in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya when Mahaprabhu was teaching Sanatana Goswami. If Chaitanya Mahaprabhu only gave Raganuga Bhakti for achieving Manjari Bhav, then why was it necessary that he first speaks when describing Abhideya, that he first speaks to Sanatana Goswami about Vaidhi Bhakti, the 64 Vaidhi Bhakti? Why? There is no necessity. Why did Rupa Goswami, being blessed by Mahaprabhu, Mahaprabhu ordered him, you will have to write Bhaktarasamrita Sindhu. In Chaitanya Charitamrita you will find. Why was it necessary for Rupa Goswami to write in Bhaktarasamrita Sindhu first these 64 limbs of Vaidhi Bhakti, and then he is describing Raganuga? Why was it necessary? If Mahaprabhu only came to give Raganuga, nothing else. The point is, according to one's eligibility, he has to practice. So, one who has no rag, the deep attachment, strong desire to serve Krishna, then it is written in Chaitanya Charitamrita, he has to follow these things to awaken that. This is from Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya. Guru Padashraya, Diksha, Gurur Sevan, Sadharma Shiksha, Pricha, Sadhu Marganugamana. One must accept a bona fide spiritual master, accept initiation from him, serve him, receive instructions from the spiritual master, and make inquiries in order to learn bhakti. Follow in the footsteps of the previous acharyas and follow the directions given by the spiritual master. Some time ago I told you that I came in contact with one who is following one, I don't know how to say, I cannot say guru because it is not guru. He is telling there is no any sampradaya now, no sampradaya. And in following their process, there is no diksha necessary. Only you have to chant kirtans and think of the meaning, and you will get that directly prema. When those associates, they will look at you or touch you, will get directly prema. But the point is, we are following Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, real Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who ordered Rupa Goswami to write according to scriptural injunctions how to practice in Bhakti-rasamrita Sindhu. So here it is very clear that you have to take shelter of Guru and that you have to receive Diksha from him, and Shiksha also, and follow those instructions. So many apasampradayas in this world, even in the name of Mahaprabhu. But we have to follow Rupa Goswami. I forgot one more point was there. Yes, if there is no any bona fide sampradaya now in this world, then it means Krishna is a failure, because it is his duty to reveal himself through 4 bona fide Guru Paramparas in this Kali age to rescue the fallen souls. So after 5,000 years now, Kali Yuga, already Krishna failed. He could not maintain even one sampradaya in this world. It's a failure. The meaning is that is apasampradaya. They are telling like this. They are telling there is no need of any sampradaya, there is no need of any diksha, because no one can give, no one is qualified. So you have to come to us and you have to follow our process and you will get prema very easily. You will get it. That is the point, what they want to say. But according to Krishna, according to Shastra, according to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his pure devotees, Sampradaya is always there in this world. And Diksha also is also available for those who have gathered enough Sukriti and they want eternal welfare. Krishna is saying in Gita, one who is sincere for eternal welfare, he will never be deceived. So Krishna is making that arrangement, that he will meet bona fide Guru in bona fide Sampradaya, that he will get bona fide Diksha. That is Krishna's duty. He's making that. But they're saying no. It means Krishna failed. Now only that is all fake. We are bona fide, but it is actually just the opposite. Those who are sincere will come in contact with bona fide Guru Parampara, and by the grace of bona fide Guru Parampara, they will understand that is fake. That is fake Krishna, fake Mahaprabhu, fake instructions. So you will get only some material emotions, not actual prema. But what to do? Sajjivas are there who want that, so they will get. Then further, Krishna Pritya Bhogo Tyag, Krishna Tirthe Bas, Jaban Nirvaha Pratigraha Ekadashi Upavas. One should be prepared to give up everything for Krishna's satisfaction. And one should also accept everything for Krishna's satisfaction. Give up and accept with the target to satisfy Krishna. This is Krishna Priti Bhogotyak, Krishna Tirthavas. One should be prepared to give up everything for Krishna's satisfaction. If Krishna does not want you to take onion garlic, then you should give up that. If Krishna wants that you should follow this and this service, then you will accept that for Krishna service. One must live in a place where Krishna is present, a city like Vrindavan or Mathura or a Krishna temple. That may be in house also. You have to install DT and think this house belongs to Krishna, everything belongs to Krishna, I belong to everyone, then that is also Krishna temple. One should acquire a livelihood that is just sufficient to keep body and soul together. Not more than that and not less than that. What is necessary for your devotion, that much you should acquire for householders by earning, or for some it is by inheritance. Like I met that devotee, he said, no, my parents are very rich, I need not work. He was staying in India a long time. And that is also not wrong. It is not sinful. Because Krishna told in Bhagavad Gita, if one did bhajan in previous life, little, then in this life he will be born in a rich family so that he will have more economic freedom and he can engage himself in bhajan. So to utilize money of your predecessors, means inheritance, for your livelihood and for the service of Krishna, even without working, that is not against Shastra. But if someone does not have such arrangement, then he has to earn according to necessity. And another one, Krishna also. So in this case, it is Krishna's arrangement that he was born in such a family so that he does not need to give more attention to earning money. He can give attention to bhajan. And someone who did a lot of bhajan in previous life, then he will be born in Vaishnava family. Immediately he will start to do bhajan. And most probably he will quickly be able to renounce the house and will stay as brahmachari or as sannyasi in some temple. In that case, he will beg for livelihood. That is also not much effort. So he can do bhajan. Or his begging also be one kind of bhajan. Like Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur, he engaged his disciples, brahmacharis, to go from door to door and beg from people whatever, like rice, dal, donation, cloth, or anything. They should beg for the service of Mahaprabhu temple, but they should explain to them about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, about Krishna, about their teaching, and then they should request them to offer something for this service. In this way, they would give opportunity of Sukriti to them, and in this way they will speak Harikatha, they will preach the glories of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Radha Krishna to the people, in that way benefit them, and it is their own practice also, because they have to repeat what they heard from Gurudev, and at the same time they will receive some rice, dal and this that will be offered to Bhagavan, and they will get prasad. In that way they will maintain. So their maintenance is automatically also bhajan, not waste of time. And for those who are earning money, also if they will utilize for their maintenance so that they can serve Krishna, then that time spent for earning money is also not wasted. It is also one kind of devotion to Krishna. Like Bhaktyaloka Thakur said in Sharanagati song, I am earning money for Krishna's household. He is enjoyed, I am earning for him, so it is devotion. Yes, one should acquire a livelihood that is just sufficient to keep body and soul together. One must fast on Ekadashi day. In Satya Yuga, life was in the marrow of a bone. If you only can keep marrow of a bone, then you can keep your life, like Hiranyakashipu, doing so much austerity that everything was eaten by only bones remain and marrow, and he was alive. Then Brahma gave him body after austerity, but in Treta Yuga, life came into bone. You need to keep bones. And in Dwapar Yuga, life came into flesh. That time also some austerity was possible. But in Kali Yuga, the life came into food. If you don't take food, you cannot survive. That is why, especially for Kali Yuga, fasting is allowed only for one day, not more than that. It is prohibited, because you will become weak and you cannot do your service. So fasting, maximum one day, and you can also take those items which are not grains and beans mentioned in Shastra, like fruits, roots, milk, sugar, water. They will not break fast. So that is allowed in Kali Yuga, and it is also recommended for those who are more engaged in the service in the temple or in household like this. They should, it is better that they should take and do service than to do full fasting and always think of food, or be too much weak that they cannot chant, they cannot do anything. So generally acharyas, they themselves take and also recommend others. But if someone can do without any obstacle to his bhajan, then he can do nirjal, he can do, because not all people are the same. That is for general, but if some can do it, is good. But for all devotees, it is necessary that they have to fast on Ekadashi. It is one kind of rule and one kind of promise you also make before taking initiation. Dhatri Ashwata Go Vipra Vaishnava Pujan Seva Nama Paradadi Dure Visarjan. One should worship Dhatri trees, banyan trees, cows, brahmanas, and devotees of Lord Vishnu. These trees and cows, brahmanas, they are beneficial for society in a way of following for the following of dharma. So one has to respect them worship them and not commit any violence to them. That is why especially violence to cow is very sinful. Other animals, if someone does, it is sinful, but most problematic is to the cow or to this kind of trees and brahmanas and devotees of Lord Vishnu. All this one should worship and not commit violence to them. One should avoid offenses against bhakti and the holy name. Here bhakti means seva nama paradadi. Offenses against deity and Vaishnava like this in worshipping them. That is seva parat. And nama parat is offenses to holy name. That is why our Gurudev, he put in Sadhan Sanket 10 nama paradas, also 33 seva paradas. You have to know how you should behave in front of deity. You should not turn your back to deity. You should not give dandavat with only one hand. And you have to bow down from your left side and also with folded hands or like this. You should not eat in front of deity. You should not, that is why it has to be covered before you take prasad. If there is only one room, deity should be covered. You should not sleep in front of deities. You should not quarrel in front of deities. You should not speak loudly in front of deities or discussing mundane topics. So many seva parad that is displeasing to deity, disrespectful. And not to offer proper flowers, not to offer proper bhoga. If you are capable of offering better, you have means, but you are conjuice, that means miser, you are offering very little, then that is also not good. So many seva paradas. Then give up the company of non-devotees, as we heard before. This does not mean only conversing normally or like going to shop or in working. That is not considered as association, intimate association, because you are not exchanging food, not exchanging your heart, not exchanging gift, only as much as necessary for your service, that much. But you should not intimately associate with non-devotees, because that will take you to other goals which they have. Sinful activities, sense enjoyment, this. One should not accept an unlimited number of disciples. Bahu Shishya no Korivo. I don't know, maybe this is Swami Maharaj's translation or this one, I don't know. In literal Bengali, it means Bahu, not to take much disciples. Bahu Shishya na Korivo. Don't make many disciples. Here, our Parangurudev told that after I will go from this world, there will be one Acharya for Chaitanya Gauriya Math. If any of my disciples, and he told our Gurudev will be next Acharya, then he said, if any of my disciples, they feel qualified, they can also accept disciples, but they should make their own mission. And Parangurudev explained how I can prohibit my disciples from serving Krishna, because this is Vaidhi Bhakti. It is not like already Siddha Bhakti, perfect. It is Vaidhi Bhakti. It means sadhakas. And sadhakas are from Shraddha to Asakti. That is all sadhana bhakti. So he told those who are qualified, if they will accept disciples. How I can prohibit them? How I can prohibit their service to Krishna? So I'm not prohibiting, but they have to make their own mission. Because how this is also service to Krishna? Krishna has love for all living entities because they're coming from him like children. He does not like to see them suffer. They are suffering because they are averse to Krishna. They wanted to enjoy this world and they have to suffer these threefold miseries and so many problems. So if someone tries to explain to these jivas what is the mistake, why they have to suffer, and how they can correct that mistake, and they can come for the service of Krishna, and they will be happy, and they want to bring those jivas to Krishna, then Krishna will be happy. So in order to satisfy Krishna, they are doing this, not for getting money from disciples or getting name and fame, I am big guru, or for having sexual relations with female disciples easily. So they are not doing for this reason. Those who are doing this, they are bogus gurus, not real gurus. A real guru has only one target. It is to satisfy Krishna. And who is capable of doing such service? At least he must be on Nishta platform, above anarthas. Because he himself is now constantly engaged in the service of Krishna, and therefore he can inspire others for the service of Krishna, can explain to them nicely why they should worship Krishna, and also he can guide them because he crossed anarthas, so he can understand what is their defect, where they are like this, he can guide them properly. From Nishta up, Madhyamadhikari starts. Madhyamadhikari's duty is to help others also. So they can serve as gurus, as acharjas, as I told some days back. First kind of guru, lowest type of guru, but they are not ordinary persons. In this scale, they are low, but they are not ordinary. They are pure devotees. Gave up all anarthas in that sense. So, but Sridhar Maharaj explained, they have 2 feet here in this world, but their eyes are fully fixed on spiritual world, and they want to attain only that. That is first, that is Nishta. Such devotee can accept disciples. That will, and he will try to, he's going towards spiritual world and he's bringing other jivas also with him for the satisfaction of Krishna. The next one is one who purified all his samskaras, everything totally he purified, but he's still in this world. 1 feet in this world, 1 feet already in transcendental world. That is higher stage. And highest is one who already attained his perfected form as a personal associate of Bhagavan. These 3 can act as gurus, and there will also be difference in the strength. How much they can infuse power, Shakti, there is difference. The topmost has has more power. Then this one is little less and this one less. But all 3 are capable of leading jivas to Krishna for the satisfaction of Krishna. So here, our Parangurudev explained, Bahu Shishya na Karibo. Don't make many disciples, Our Parang Gurudev explained in the sense of, if you have many disciples, then you will not be able to take care of them nicely to so many, like answering their questions, removing doubts, guiding them like this, or even for keeping in temple like this, it will be difficult, so don't make too much. How much you are able to maintain, that much. Another explanation is by Acharyas that you should not make many disciples means, if you want to make many disciples, you will have to accept also those who are not actually qualified. Because only those jivas who have sukriti and the awakened faith, only to them you should give initiation, not to just anyone for the sake of having big followers, so many followers like this. Then that will take you down. You will have to give to those who have no faith, and that is one kind of namapara. But those who are topmost devotees, for them, there is no problem in unlimited disciples. They are so capable that they have no any problem with any number, like Narottam Thakur, like this. So many disciples, and the others also, Ramanuja. And they can take care of their disciples even if personally are not speaking with disciples with everyone, but there is some arrangement for Shiksha Guru, or within their heart they will reveal, or sometimes by Swarup Vyuha, by expansion of forum. Like our Parang Gurudev also showed that. In one forum he was in Calcutta doing Harikatha, everything. In another forum he was in Assam, also doing that for his disciples there. It's possible. Also Bhaktivedanta Baman Maharaj played such pastime. Narad Goswami also can do, Narottam can do. Or they can arrange some Shiksha Guru or internal revelation, for them, no problem. But for those who are not on that level, it is not beneficial to make many disciples, because that will disturb bhajan. You will have to worry how to manage, or you will have to take disciples who are not qualified. But sadhaka can be guru. This is Vaidhi sadhana. Our Parang Gurudev told, how can I prohibit my disciples? But by that he did not mean that just anyone who is his disciple can now become guru. No, he said those who are qualified, means above nishta. One should not partially study many scriptures just to be able to give references and expand explanations. Bahu Granta Kalabhyasa Vyakhyana Barjibo. Here, let me see if this is translation by Sai Maharaj. In that explanation it is stated, should not study many scriptures for the sake of giving so many explanations, means like from karma, from jnana, all this, or even devotional scriptures, anything. One has to study under the guidance of bona fide guru, not what is necessary for him to study for his own bhajan and for the help of others, that much, and those books. Not that for the sake of gathering so much knowledge and make nice explanations, everyone will say, yes, he's so learned, he's so knowledgeable, he can explain so nicely, for name and fame. That we should not just read like everything. What is necessary only, so I want to see, 1 second. Yes, it is by Sai Maharaj, yes, quoted. One should not accept an unlimited number of disciples. One should not partially study many scriptures just to be able to give references and expand explanation. Maybe it is here. Yes. Yes, one should not partially, Sai Maharaj is explaining, one should not partially study a book just to pose oneself as a great scholar by being able to refer to scriptures. Yes, in our Krishna consciousness movement, we have therefore limited our study of Vedic literatures to the Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Here you will get everything, what is necessary for you to know. Our Gurudev also said Jaiva Dharma, because in Jaiva Dharma, everything is there. All Siddhanta of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Goswamis. One book, everything is there. And here, I think, why Swami Maharaj translated here, unlimited. Because if he translates many, then some may ask, why you then accepted so many disciples? So he accepted many disciples, like Narottam Thakur. So he said one should not take unlimited. Then no one can say, no one can ask why you accepted so many. Prohibited is unlimited. But actual literal meaning is Bahu Shisha, means many. And here he explains also his own reason why. According to Srila Jiva Goswami, a preacher has to accept many disciples to expand the cult of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is risky because when a spiritual master accepts a disciple, he naturally accepts the disciple's sinful activities and their reactions. Unless he is very powerful, he cannot assimilate all the sinful reactions of his disciples and has to suffer the consequence. Therefore, one is generally forbidden to accept many disciples. According to, as I told before, according to one's capacity, he can. But it is true, like from citizens to the king, sins will go. From wife to husband, from disciple to guru. That transfer will be there because they take shelter. But if king does his duty properly, then he will destroy those sins. If husband does his duty properly, he will destroy sins. If guru does his duty properly, he will destroy. That is why our Gurudev told that only those gurus who will not do their duty properly, they will have some other purposes, they will have to suffer the consequences of their sinful disciples if they do something wrong after initiation or what they had before. But in that case, but if Guru does his duty properly without any other desire, then he will not suffer. Disciple may suffer, but not Guru because of him. Because Guru did his duty perfectly. He gave proper instruction, proper example, proper guidance, everything, no other desire. He did his duty. If disciple deviates, that is his free will misuse, so he will have to suffer, not Guru. Yes, accepting an unlimited number of devotees or disciples is very risky for one who is not a preacher. A preacher has to accept many but he must be powerful and according to capacity. So tomorrow is Mahadvadashi here. We will further here.